Simon with the brackets here at South OC Cars and Coffee. Look at this weather. Southern California keeps turning it on. We're supposed to be in fall and yet expecting high 70s today, which is perfect. Great turnout, some really cool stuff, including lots of Panteras. I didn't know they built this many Panteras, one of which owned by Dallas Rains, our ABC7 meteorologist and regular. So really great guy, he's here as well. So some really cool stuff to take a look at. Let's swing the camera around and go for a walk around. Starting off James's Camaro with that new Vortec supercharger on it. Jason's R8, Tony's F12. And the Ferraris keep rolling, and then onto Jay's Ford GT. And then a really, really pretty Aventador here. Love that spec. Very nice. 458 Spider. McLaren 570S. Another Lambo here. Massive. Look at the size of this Rolls Royce next to you. You really get an idea of the scale when it's sitting next to this Lambo. It's huge. The guy pulled in on it. I said, where would you like to drop anchor? It is absolutely massive. AMG, Porsche, another Lambo, a couple of them, 1, 2, 3 of them in a row, in fact. And then over to a car which has the same engine as Lambo's, the Audi R8, obviously different configuration. McLaren, Lambo, a wrapped Viper there, another McLaren. Really pretty Porsche. This looks like the GT3 Touring, which is a really nice car. So all the essential stuff of the GT3, but notice it doesn't have the large wing on the back. Lovely, lovely colour. AMG, another R8, 2 of them in a row. Then a Maserati, McLaren 600 LT. Love their LTs. Porsche, well, more Audi R8s through here. And then very pretty Ferrari next to a ZR1, so C7 ZR1, Corvette C8, and then Gary's 458 Italia used to belong to Tony. He's got the F12. Really pretty Ford GT spec in these Golf colours. Isn't this nice? This car just looks amazing. Very nice. So we've got a Cobra there next to it. A previous car of the week winner, this little Mazda, running a triple rotor. Rotary in there, very cool. GT350, classic old Volvo station wagon. Another C8 Corvette there, interesting colour. It's a very, very, very pale grey. Volkswagen bus next to a cute little Porsche Beetle. 2 more of the Volkswagen buses. I love those flip out windshields they put in those things. Porsche, and then one of our regulars here. Love the fact that this thing's got a big tack and a shift gauge on it. Rolling through, and the next thing in the row is this cute little Fiat microbus owned by Hal, one of our volunteers. Believe it or not, that thing sits 6 people in there, that little multipler. Chevy truck, previous car of the week winner. Nice LS Transplant. Ford, good morning. Ford station wagon there. Big crowds here. El Camino 55 Chevy. The noise you can hear is a Aventador. One of our regulars, Mercury drop top. Professor Joe's car with a LS in it. Corvette. Ferrari. Very nice. It's a F430. There's this pretty another Ferrari over here. We were full in the front row before, so I had to put them where we could. BMW. Oh, this is cute. And a little satin hard top on it. A very wrapped Gen 6 Camaro Cobra. Gen 5 ZL1. Roberts Mustang with a Whipple on it. And we've got one of the guys, see here, this really nice looking Cobra that's here. And then Mustang. And then these are the guys from Superformance, this beautiful Corvette. Amazing engine in this thing, obviously built by Lingenfelder. Great car, really, really nicely done. Obviously a tribute to the classic old Corvette race cars. Great looking old Ford F100. Check out that. What, isn't that a great look for Halloween? Skeleton stuck on the front. The baby hanging out the window. That's really cool. Next to one of our regulars, really nice 32 running a small block Chev in that. Cool looking Ford pickup. 55 Chev. Old Mercedes drop top there. Cobra. And then Alfa Romeo Giulia, really nice colour in that. It's a satin sort of grey colour. Little Mini there. And then a GTO, those triple carbs. Another little Mini there, 72. Tiny little Fiat 500. Very pretty GTO. This is one of our regulars as well. This car is so original, looks amazing. Next to it, a Ford Mustang with somebody who looks like they could put on a little bit of weight. One of our regulars, this Corvette with a massive rubber on the back. Volkswagen bus, once again getting the spirit. What's cool about this thing is it kind of looks like the Munstermobile, and it's got this massive spider on the front. Very nicely done. Skeleton in the front seat. Very nice Volkswagen bus there. Another Volkswagen there. Porsche. I've got to show you this. This is the way that Porsche do their Targa top on this thing. It is so intricate the way that the glass literally lifts up, and then there you can see down here the soft top tucks underneath. It is so complex the way they do it. You really wouldn't trust anybody to do this except German engineering. The way that Porsche does it, it works so well. You know, I trust them because they've been doing it for so long. Another Porsche there. Now, we got a couple of DeLoreans side by side. We can see this one here. This guy pulled in this morning, and I said to him, you could have picked any year. Why the hell would you come back to 2020 when you could have picked any year? But still, you know, two of them side by side. They should have put in 1984. Lexus, Volkswagen, and this great little Dodge pickup here. Isn't that cool? R32. It's got that 6-cylinder in it, not the 4-cylinder like GTIs. Great looking 32. Dan's Ford delivery. Another one of our regulars. Great Ford truck here. Another regular is cool looking old Buick. Porsche. Somebody slammed the Lexus. Look at that. Obviously running air ride and different wheels on it. I hope they changed the exhaust on it. Those things can be so loud. Think about that for a moment. El Camino. John's Grand Wagoneer. Another Cobra there. Another Volkswagen bus. Lots of those this morning. ZR1 running, of course, that LS9 engine. I reckon that's one of the best motors that Chevy has ever built. And then this cool 56 Ford station wagon here. Check that out. Paul, one of our volunteers, this nice Mercedes, one of the newer Thunderbirds. Great looking old hot rod there, 29, running a blown engine on that. A nice little BMW, but me thinks that it's not a BMW engine. That's it looks like an LS1. Yeah, LS1, so it's a 5.7 litre Chevy engine, sort of circa 1999 is when they started using those things. So, and they're not actually a heavy engine, so it's probably no heavier than the original.
I lost 80 pounds off the original engine.
Yeah, right, so you lost 80 pounds from the original BMW inline 6 that this would have had. And how much horsepower did you pick up?
It's at 385 wheels, so I think the old one was maybe 125 or something.
Right,
like
so
that.
think about that, 125 to 385. This thing would give some people some hurry up. What I love about it too, apart from the wheels, it still looks pretty stealth, so very cool. Nicely done. You're welcome. Mustang. Interesting, those little air vents on the front of that. Another Mustang there. This one in like a candy apple style paint. Oh, look at this little Volkswagen dune buggy. Classic P1800 Volvo Plymouth Barracuda. Boss Bird. Next to a Mustang running a Paxton supercharger. And then a newer Mustang. And then these guys here, this is the crew we have to watch out for. These are the troublemakers of the show. Great bunch of guys. Regulars. Ford there, another Mustang there. It's a bit of a survivor, the 289. Really nice looking 68 Camaro, previous car of the week winner. Go and check it out. Great story behind that. And a cool looking Cutlass Supreme at the end here. So this is another one of our regulars. This is a previous car of the week winner. You know what I love about the fact that they've done this up made up from cars is that this is the real deal. This is not a mock Superbird. This is the real deal. So good on them. Doing something for the kids. Volkswagen bus, little Carmen gear there. Classic old Lou, good to see you. Yeah, I love this Joe at Jupiter. These guys one of the first people to build. See that Boxster engine down there? So everybody thinks it was like Porsche and Subaru. These guys were doing it way sooner. Other interesting thing about this car, notice the radiator sits behind the engine. So when you run into something, you don't put something through the front of the radiator. You actually put it through the front of the engine, but never mind. BMW 69 Camaro, beautiful looking Chevelle there. Have a look at this Ford. What a great colour. Very clean, very, very clean, 29. Nissan and then a Chevy up here, which is for sale. Yeah, I actually quite like those wheels on this thing. They look nice. A BMW, another BMW. Actually looks like BMW Road through here. Check them out all the way through here. On 335 by the look. Keep going through there, and then all of a sudden we got a couple of Corvettes through here. This is nice, isn't it? 427 turbojet. That would be a great car. 69 Z28. It's that small block 302 in it. Next to it, a really nice Chevy. Classic old Plymouth C10. This thing sounds tough as anything. El Camino running a small block Mustang through there with a supercharger on it. Little Mercedes here, a bit of pink detail on it. Good on them. Mach 1 Mustang. Another one next to it. Good to see. And then rolling through here, really nice yellow, it's like a 62 Corvette, I think. Another Corvette there. Look at this. Whipple sitting on top of that Cobra there. Very nice. Cadillac. Couple of Hyundais there, and then over to one of my favourite cars, 65 Riviera. They're the coolest clamshells. There's lots of little details on these things. Clamshell headlights, that's the first thing. They open up like clamshells. Then in the back, they've got this really cool armrest that doesn't fold down like most of them, actually folds up and out. And the other thing a lot of people don't understand about these 65 Rivs, they were really nervous about doing a pillarless car and being able to align the door perfectly. So the outer door skin of this car actually unbolts, revealing the frame, so you can get the alignment, and then you open it up, put the door skin back on. Little things, cool, huh? Mustang, a bit of a nerd like and stuff like that, but still, Chevy truck, and then a really cool Jetstar, one of the regulars. I love seeing this thing here because you just don't see a lot of them, you know? Next to it, massive, massive, massive Cadillac there. And then a Z51 C7 Corvette. And then finally, down the end, what do we got down here? A Viper, very nice. So have a look at this really nice looking Cuda here. And hidden underneath the shaker, look at this. See what's going on here? It's still running a Hemi in there, which you can see underneath by the fact that the plug leads are going into the valve covers. But there is a Pro Charger sitting there force feeding this thing. So cool that they still integrate it with the shaker. I'm guessing that the air, obviously, unless the shaker feeds into the supercharger, if they have, that's very cool. Vantage next to a C8 Corvette. There's the engine tucked down in there. So all of the Corvettes now have this removable roof, and the whole thing that Chevy did was make it so the roof can actually fit into the trunk. What I like about the regular car as opposed to the convertible is you can see the engine in this. Whereas if you buy the convertible, once the roof goes down in the trunk, you can't see the engine. So it's kind of cool that you can still do that. Next to it, another Corvette there, and then a very nice Chevy C10. Good morning, good to see you. Nice CR1 in that orange. All the best people drive orange cars, I've heard. Another Corvette, great looking Chevy there. Cadillac, looks good in red. Little Porsche 1600 MGA, no, not A, earlier than that. TC or some TD, one of those. Mustang, I should know. A cool looking hot rod there. Tunnel Ram 56 Chevy. How do we know it's 56? Because the indicators on the front are actually rectangular. Pontiac GTO, aka Holden Commodore. Nice Corvette there. Another 56 there. You can tell by those lights. Very nice. My daughter Sophie's favourite car is a 56 Chevy. Another one, Boxster. Another Chevy that is. Little Boxster there. El Camino. Chevy with a big block, 396. They're a great engine. Hey, this is kind of cool, isn't it? Oldsmobile. You don't, once again, we saw one just before, you don't see a lot of them. Mustang, love that blue. Tribute to that early 70s blue they were doing. Supra, a couple of them side by side. Lexus, Mustang. Nice grey, I think it's a wrap, but I could be wrong. Another Mustang there. Little Mazda RX-8, the last of the rotaries, next to an RX-7. And then a Porsche here. Hellcat, got a row of them through here, a couple of them at least. 392 in that one. Infinity, nice carbon fibre hood on there. Subaru STI, Gen 6 Camaro. A Charger, Gen 5 Camaro. Mustang, Charger, another Charger. And then finally, one of the new Supras up here. Trying to make it look like they're at the drive-in. They've got the tray on the side and the old speaker for the drive-in there. Mustang, although we prefer it if you don't have loud music at the show. That's not very loud. Cobra. Little Toyota BRZ, Aston Martin, Mustang, motorcycle tucked in here. Challenger next to another one there, Hellcat. Rolling through, there's a few of them through here, very nice. A Mitsubishi, and then a Porsche. Another little Boxster there. New Forester, and then a Jeep Gladiator. Very cool Bronco. These things are pulling big money. They will go up with the release of the new one as well. Somebody stuck in here with a little Volkswagen, got some stripes on it. You know, they've customised it. Good for them. Real deal through here. Look at this. Shelby, Paxton Supercharger. We were just talking, Mark was talking, and I were talking before, we're going to try and organise a a Shelby, a real Shelby show. This is new classic stuff we're looking for. So just send me a private message through our Facebook page or through our Instagram page, and let's see if we can organise something. Mark may have come in here in a real Cobra one day, and I may not have recognised it was a real Cobra. Good to see you, mate. It was a funny story, actually. He goes to park in the exotic row, and I said, oh, look, I'm sorry, this is for exotics only. He looks at me, and I think he said it's number 16. So he's got one of the real deal Cobras. A couple Ford Subaru. Hey, this is kind of neat and clean, isn't it? Ford Gen 6 Camaro, just pointing down the back. There's some decent rubber back there, some NT555Rs, great tyre. Hemi. It's a Challenger next to a Charger, a little MGB. We're talking before about the Weber side draft. That's what it should have, little SUs. Remember that little Morris we're looking at? AMG, Challenger, nice looking Grand Prix, GP. You're fine, guys, no worries at all. Corvette, one of our regulars, really nice guy. Corvette. BMW, this is how you hold the front on when you've had a stack. Just clip it into place. Little MGA here. No, sorry, Austin Healey, what am I saying? Please forgive me, the owner of that. I should have looked more carefully. Corvette. Honda. Old Falcon. And then a tough Corvette down here. Mercedes. Lexus. Little Honda. Carbon fibre hood on that Hellcat. Cute little Porsche Targa. It's kind of why I like those new Targas. I love anything that's a tribute to a classic car. Nice AMG there. Cayman S. It's actually a great little car. 928S. They were a really iconic car for the time. One of my favourites, FJ40 Land Cruiser. Hey, isn't this great? Gen 2 Camaro they've done up. Gen 1 Camaro. Look at them, a couple of them side by side. Another Camaro there. Honda. GMC, I believe. Could be wrong. Got a Vortec in it. As in newer engine. Gen 5 Camaro with gold wing doors. Subaru. Porsche. GTI. A Volkswagen there. Hey, this thing's kind of cool, isn't it? Old classic truck here. Really nicely done. Very interesting. Don't know if it's that. I don't think that's the original engine, but I could be wrong. Very, not the original engine, no. Classic old Mac. This is very cool. Very classic. Is that yours? What year is it?
56.
That's very. And did you do all the restoration and everything?
My dad knew.
Your dad knew. Excellent. Don't leave. This may be our car of the week or truck of the week. So don't go anywhere. I kind of like this. I want to hear the story. Interesting. Big Ford there. I think it's a big Fairlane 500. Mazda Speed 3. Honda NSX. That's how they're badging the rest of the world. Subaru, including Australia. Mustang. Stinger with a wide body kit on it. They make lots of aftermarket products for those now. Little Silvia. A Subaru BRZ or Toyota 86. BMW, and another BMW. It was hard to tell with the aftermarket stuff on it because they're basically the same cars. Subaru BRZ again. BMW. And then another one there. R35 with a camo wrap on it. Scion FRS, basically the same car again, and then next to it another Scion FRS, Toyota 86. Once again, same car, same one down here. R35, another one next to it. These guys have really stood the test of time, these cars. They've been around for a long time, they still look good. I think this is a little RX-7. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Hard to tell with the aftermarket stuff on it. Mustang, BMW M4 next to an M3. BMW here, row of Beamers through there. Then a little Evo, nice wheels on this thing. And then a Subi. Mercedes, nice little wheels on that thing. Another one there. These cars were actually simplistically really, really good. Those older Mercedes. Porsche, there was very little to go wrong with them. Some of the basic ones didn't even have any electric windows or anything, so not a bad little project car. MG, that's one of the later Bs with that plastic front bumper. Right, Miata City through here. Check this out, all of them through here. This one's a ghost for Halloween. All the way through. Interesting. Porsche. Another Miata there. And another one there. Oh my gosh, we got a ring in. We've got an S2000 down here. Nice wheels. Lexus, BMW, a little go-kart down here. Now, if you have a dog and you bring it to our show, please make sure to clean up after it. That's unacceptable. Subaru, BMW, another BMW. And yet another one. Couple of Volvo station wagons side by side with the hoods up, no less. And candy. Always be careful of Volvos with free candy. Trailblazer. Blazer. What am I saying? Chevy Blazer. Nice truck. Nice colour too. Little Chevy down here. And then finally down here, a Challenger. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to come and do all of the Panteras before they left. But this entire row was full of them, which was absolutely crazy. The overflow lot was completely full. More Panteras. There's John's, one of our volunteers who organised it all. And another one, and another one, and a ring in Porsche. And then one of these two black ones, and I'm guessing it's probably this one over here because it looks like it's just come out of storage. The wife of the owner told me that the car's been off the road for 32 years. They just got it going and decided to bring it to our show for its first outing. So that is really cool. Thank you for doing that. So many great cars. You can see there's a really nice Bronco over there. There's a Jeep over here. We might wander across and see this actually. This Jeep has got a Hellcat motor in it. So check that out. That is not your average 6-cylinder they put in Jeeps. Hellcat engine in this. Very nicely done. Massive, massive, massive tyres on this thing. Serious suspension. Good to see. They actually put the Demon logo on the side of it. So very, very cool. So many great cars still left over. Got a couple of Mustangs here with the Lambo doors. Really interesting. Let's see some motorcycles now. Unfortunately, a lot of them left because it's a little bit later in the day with Suzuki 1000 there. Not sure what I'm looking at there. Yamaha over here, very nice. Tom, our awesome volunteer who has been looking after the motorcycles, his GSX 1300. And Tom, I think you were saying this has been done by Next Level Detail. They've gone over this motorcycle, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the thing just looks incredible. So obviously ceramic coat, paint protection and cleaning and everything. See, not just for cars. So really good to see, mate. Great job. Ducati Panigale V4, very nice. Ducati Scrambler. Next to another Panigale. Very nice. Hi. Rolling through. Kawasaki. Harley. Harleys everywhere through here. Except there's an Indian there, another Harley there. Nice colour scheme on this one. Looks very nice. Satin finish on it. Looks good. All these guys rolling in, one after the other. And then down here, Yamaha. Very nice. And Kawasaki there. Interesting colour scheme. Honda. Really nice metallic orange there. Nice looking Yamaha there. And finally, down here, an Aprilia. That's it for another week of South OC Cars and Coffee. What a cool week. Some interesting stuff, wasn't there? All those Panteras, I'm sorry I didn't get to them all before we left. Just how busy this show was. Absolutely incredible. Big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here, to Rockwell's, Ruby's and Starbucks for a great job with the coffee and the donuts. Of course, to our volunteers, we could not do this show without you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. To our sponsors, Maguire's, Next Level Detail. Those guys are so cool. Thank you also. And of course, to the people who bring out their amazing cars, motorcycles, trucks, as we saw today with our truck of the week. So many great things. We really, really do appreciate it. Have a very, very happy Halloween. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.